Stacey Swan Show.
We are thrilled to welcome the legend, the myth, Jojo Siwa.
Oh, come
Welcome.
on. Had it queued up, ready to go.
We cannot believe we're looking at you. We
Thank
saw an
you.
article in the newspaper of that you were coming and there was a picture of you in front of Flinders Street and we were like, is this some sort of cruel joke that
No.
they are saying she's coming but she never will, and here you are.
Here she is. No, not a cruel joke at all. I'm very much so here, very much so excited to be here. Melbourne actually happens to be like one of my favorite cities in the world. And
Why?
so
Why?
ever since I was little, I just had a special bond with Melbourne. I don't know what it is. And now I have friends that live here, and I don't know, it's like I always said when I was little, like I want to live in Australia and I want to live in Melbourne. Like
oh my
that.
God, that's so
I
thrilling.
think you should purchase a holiday house here. A
I think
vacation
it's a
home.
great idea.
Now, you're here for Always Live. You're performing tonight. If you're in Melbourne, people can go and see you for the Summer Camps Tramp Party.
Yes.
What can we expect from this performance this evening?
Oh boy, it's a fun set. It's a really fun set. It's my longest set that I've ever done. So it's seven songs in the last few years. Obviously, I had a tour where it was much more, but 7 songs. It's the first time I'm performing my new song, Iced Coffee. And first time I'm performing my song, Guilty Pleasure. So we got a lot of firsts happening. It's the first
I was listening to
time.
Guilty Pleasures on the way into
Thank
work.
you.
So it's fabulous.
Thank you. It's y'all. I love to talk about G Flip. I make up an excuse anytime I can to bring them up. But earlier. Actually, last year, right around this time, they taught me how to drum. They gave me a drum lesson. And ever since then, I've fallen in love with the drums. And they become one of my best friends, and they've helped me out here and there with them. And tonight, actually, is my first time ever performing the drums, and they're going to be there to watch. So
God.
I'm so thrilled about it. So terrified, so
There's
scared,
some
but
great
so excited.
footage that you should look up. I'm going to sound like an old lady. Your mum would know this. Karen Carpenter sang and played the drums, and there's an amazing little piece of footage on Instagram. I'll find it for you
I gotta
before
go
you
look.
go.
I gotta go
it's
look.
great drum inspo, Jojo.
I'm like stay dialed in, stay focused. Like don't flip. That flip's there. Like just stay focused. There's just so much pressure with them drumming. Even anytime like I post a video of me drumming on my close friend stories or something that they see, I'm like, oh dear boy, here they go. They're gonna see it.
Do you get to hang out with G Flip and Christelle when they're in LA, or are your schedules sort of too nuts?
No, we do. We obviously it's very difficult because our schedules are very nuts, but we definitely make time, especially Flip and I. Chriselle, we've only hung out a couple of times, but we're actually getting like a little bit closer, which has been really nice.
So what do you do when you're hanging out?
Such a great question.
What do you actually do?
Honestly, like literally just can chat it up, and they're like family. Flip has really become like an older sibling to
Do
me.
you cook? Like, do you go to 7-Eleven?
We typically order. Last night we ordered Chinese food.
Yeah. What's your order? What's your Chinese order?
I got some noodles. They were like egg noodles with chicken. They were very good.
Yum, I had that for lunch. It was
really
great.
so
Yeah.
good. Can't complain. It was
Snap.
some great Chinese restaurant. I couldn't tell you where, but yeah, we made up this fun game one time. It's called Dreams. Why we made up that, I don't know. But it's basically like you play a song and then the other person has to like commit to like really selling the song. And it's our fun game called Dreams.
Could we play it now?
No.
Oh, I really want to have a go.
You have to be in like a really interesting mood to play Dreams.
I'm never interested.
We'll hang out and then
Okay, but why do you call it Dreams?
exactly. I have no idea. Flip came up with the
I
name.
love it. It's so intriguing. I need to talk to you about Abby Lee Miller because I'm worried
Yep.
for your mental health.
Yep.
Because my daughter wanted me to watch it and I said, yes, I love all that stuff. And I watched 3 episodes and I said, Peg, I cannot watch another second of that woman verbally abusing these poor children that are not her own. I said, if that woman spoke to you like that, I would lose my mind.
Yeah, I mean, look, for me it was a little different because I knew what I was getting myself into with the TV show, but and meeting Abby and being a part of the team. But I think I craved that sort of, you know what I mean?
Really?
And like, I don't know, I think that I also know that like 60 hours a week is what we were together. And then what was actually aired was 42 minutes. And so like, of course, the most entertaining is what's going to be aired. You know what I mean? But, you know, there's some stuff that I watch back and I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
So mean.
Can I say as well, it's really
She's very good to me now. Let me say that. She's very good to me now.
It's really nice to see that you're so open
Too
about,
late, Abby.
about talking about Dance Moms, because I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of people move on from those types of shows and want to like forget it or pretend it didn't
Yeah.
happen. And
That
I find it
blows my
refreshing.
mind.
So
Yeah.
same.
That blows my mind because like it is such a massive part of my past. I love this show
Yeah.
and I will always I will always love Dance Moms, and I will always care about it, and I will never, ever want to erase it from my past.
I agree. I was on a TV show 21 years ago, and there are some people that have done the same show that never want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I love talking about it because I know the answers.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I can't make it up. They
it's
can
like
ask me anything about it.
And
Chrissy was
you
on
know
Big
your
Brother.
experience.
Yeah, I can be, I can answer it.
Yep.
Whereas if they ask me harder questions, I don't know the answers.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We know about Dance
That is
Moms
true.
and Big Brother. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like I can talk about it for days.
Exactly.
How have you found always being in the limelight and such a public figure from such a young age? I feel like it's almost like you were built for it. Do you feel like that?
Yeah, I do. I don't think it's for everybody at all, but I was a very different kind of child. I was very, very different as a youngling. And I don't know, it just kind of, I feel like it really is that. Like I really was shaped to be this. And it's,
I
don't
want to
know.
talk to your mum about it.
Do you struggle?
Right.
What do you struggle with being so famous now? Is there anything like the social media aspect or?
Everything. There's a lot of struggles, but at the end of the day, like I chose it. You know what I mean? I have this thing with tattoos. Like you cannot be like, it hurts because like you're choosing to go get it. You know what I mean? And so that's my thing with fame. Like any of the hardships that come with it, I'm continuing to choose it.
What's
you know
your
what I mean?
favorite thing about everybody knowing who you are?
My favorite thing is getting to see people watch me through their eyes. There was just this little girl, her name's Kaylani, and I love this little kiddo with all my heart. She's 3 years old. I met her in Starbucks, and her mom's become a friend, and just the kids, JoJo obsessed, and she's new JoJo obsessed too, not even old JoJo. She likes JoJo and Bluey. She asked me if I could get her a Bluey souvenir and say hi to Bluey in Australia. I was like, absolutely, anything for you, kiddo. Anyways, she came to watch my show, and watching her little young eyes just like light up with pure joy. Like you cannot force that kind of joy. And so to see that, it just like it melts my heart, whether that be from a 3-year-old or from a 30-year-old or from a 90-year-old. It's magic.
Amazing.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Jojo Siwa, we cannot believe it.
That is me. How are we?
I mean, we've known you since how old were you when you started in Dance Moms?
9. I was only 9. It's been long 12 years.
Unbelievable. And you've started multi-million-dollar bow businesses.
Thank
I
you.
mean, you've been
That's
just
the one.
extraordinary.
Thank you.
One of the most interesting parts of your story is coming out. Tell us how that happened and whether or not
It just did one day.
Did it just
No, I had a best friend who I was like, oh, it's not a best friend. And I was always open, always loved the LGBTQIA plus community, but, just never thought that was me, but also never liked boys, and I just didn't know. I was young, and anyways, I was 16, fell in love with my best friend. We ended up actually dating for 9 months, had a beautiful relationship. Still are friends to the day, like it was great. But yeah, coming out actually, is a very natural thing. I mean, I kind of share everything with the world to some extent, and so that was like, I didn't feel a need to hide it at all. It just was like, yeah, this is me. This is this.
And did it feel good because you would have been inundated with messages from other young people that had been struggling with their sexuality?
Yeah,
Did you go, gosh, I'm glad I did this?
Yeah, I think what always felt good to me is like the older people that would say like, I wish I had somebody like you as a kid. That to me was like,
amazing.
that made me feel good because there's kids now that do have someone like me. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
I recently saw you on Call Her Daddy and the podcast, and you were talking about how much you loved Miley's Bangers moment.
Forever.
And how did that sort of help you with your rebrand at the start of this year?
Absolutely, it did. I mean, I from a very young age have been very inspired by Miley Cyrus. I obviously Hannah Montana, I mean, that was a massive part of my childhood career. And then growing and being an adult, it was for sure, I looked at Bangers as one of my biggest inspirations. I look at Bangers, Freddie Mercury, Lady Gaga, all my biggest inspirations. And yeah, Miley is a genius. And I think the flip she made was brilliant. And to even be like compared a little bit to that, it just like, it's like, dang, goal achieved.
Is Miley the one that's recently said that she won't be touring anymore because it makes her feel uncomfortable? What do you think about that?
Really?
Yeah. She just doesn't like it.
Touring
like
is
everyone
very
looking
hard.
at her.
Yeah,
Doesn't like it.
It's very hard. It's a lot of pressure, but can't relate. I personally love it. I'm like, put me on that stage immediately.
Now, Swanee, we've put together a fun radio game that we want to play with
play.
JoJo.
Lies Google has told me.
I've just been staring into your beautiful eyes, JoJo, and I've forgotten my little list. All right. We've Googled you.
Uh-oh.
And Google lies.
Google does lie.
Google lies like one after the other, time after time. I'm going to tell you some lies. I'm going to tell you some things that Google has said about you. You tell me if it's true or not.
Got you.
Jojo Siwa is obsessed with unicorns.
Lie.
See?
But when I was a kid, yeah, but lie.
You once made a giant cereal bowl.
True.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, in my bathtub.
You talk to your merchandise.
I did used to do that. That is very weird now that you say that out loud. I did used to.
Okay, so what would that sound like?
Like, I'd be like, hello, Bobo Dog. How you doing today? Like, I really would. I really would.
One
That's
of my
psycho.
favorite scenes on Keeping Up with the Kardashians was Northwest coming to your house.
Yep.
And Kim going into your merch room and Kim FaceTiming everyone to show her,
Just
show
like-
everyone your merch room.
Being like, this is what we need.
Yeah.
To.
And didn't North go, my mom says you're too
Talk really loud.
Yeah.
She clocked me.
And Kim was like, no, I didn't.
Kim was like, oh. There was this one part, though, where North made a mess, and Kim was like, where's your broom? I'll sweep it. I was like, absolutely not, Cinderella. I was like, you are not sweeping my floor.
She would have said, thank you so much. I don't know how to sweep.
Yeah.
Jojo sleeps with 12 pillows.
Definitely not. I sleep with
No.
like one.
Yeah, me too. I'm a pillow minimalist.
Yep.
Your house is called Jojo's Candy Mansion.
It's definitely not. It's called JoJo's frat house as of right now.
You used to glue bows to your head.
Zip tie, not glue.
Zip tie.
How would that work?
So that way, like, they don't come out while I'm performing.
But would
Yeah.
you like do it through your hair?
Yeah.
Oh,
Psycho.
yeah.
Super.
Your favorite place to sing is in the shower.
Yeah, probably. But I would say on stage. So I would say lie.
You have recently, and no, you often wear head to toe glitter to bed.
Never.
You've had more than 6 hair colours at once.
Yes.
You wrote a song about rejection at age 12.
I mean, kind of. You could kind of consider only getting better about rejection.
Let me see what else we've got here. Let's
This is
finish.
a fun game.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, do you still have the Tesla? The JoJo
I do,
Tesla?
I
Okay,
do.
great.
With your face on it?
I have, oh my God, it sounds so crazy anytime I say it like this, but I have a Lamborghini with my face on it.
Iconic.
But then I have the Tesla. So.
And what colour is the Lamborghini, please?
It's my face, so it's like just a bunch of my faces.
I love it.
Amazing.
You are a left-hander.
I am not, I'm righty.
Isn't that weird? And let's finish on a real big one. You love pickles.
I love pickles.
Do you?
So good.
Do you like those ones that they just come in a bag? One big pickle.
So delicious. Like
my God.
whole.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
amazing. Jojo, thank you so much for coming in. Catch
you.
Jojo performing in Melbourne exclusively for Always Live tonight at Summer Camp's Tramp Party.
See y'all there.
You're the
See you there.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
We are thrilled to welcome to the show star and beloved actor Hugo Weaving. We've loved him in Babe, The Matrix, Lord of the Rings, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, and now we are set to love him in the new movie How to Make Gravy, which streams on Binge from Sunday. Welcome, Hugo Weaving.
Hi, Chrissy.
I am so excited for this feature film because the song How to Make Gravy by Paul Kelly is one of the most beloved ditties in this country. When you first read the script, did you say, oh my God, of course, this is a movie waiting to happen?
Actually, I heard that the film was going to be made, and I thought, what a brilliant idea, because I love the song. And I just thought it was the most fantastic idea for a film set around Christmas about who we are in Australia now, about family, about missing your family, about all the typical familial problems we have around Christmas time.
Yeah.
And so I was really excited that the film was being made, and then I got to read the script, and that was even more excited. So yeah,
and
easy one.
you play the kindly lifer.
Yeah, there's a character. Most of the characters in the film, Paul has written about in the song, and so the family members are all written about. Although you don't know who's who in the song, you just got a list of names. But Megan Washington and Nick Waterman, who are the co-writers, and Nick's the director of the film, created some characters in the prison as well, which is where Joe's writing his letter home from. So, and there's a character in the prison called Noel who's a lifer. So he's obviously done something a long time ago that he is in jail for the rest of his life. But he's reconstructed himself, and he runs the men's group, and he runs the kitchen in jail. And he kind of acts as a father figure for Joe. And because it's a Christmas movie, there's sort of Santa Claus echoes in Noel as well.
I love it. I mean, the lyrics of the song, we all know Dan and Joe and Rita and Mary and Roger, and I'm sure the way that Paul Kelly wrote this song just evokes visuals. I can't believe that I'm going to be able to sit and watch this song come to life.
It is a quintessential Australian ballad, really, and it's about all of our families, and it's about a specific family, and it feels specific. And the way in which there's beautiful production design with this film, and it's set sort of now and sort of when the song was written. It's been elegantly created, this world. It feels very true, feels very, very real, but it also has a timeless quality to it. I think it'll be really very warmly embraced by people all around the country.
And I also love that it's not an American Christmas vibe. It's like we've all got, Tim Allen's Santa Claus. That's what we've been left with, or the Grinch or whatever. But Christmas in Australia, I don't know, I've just always felt it's a bit melancholy, and it's hot, and it's everything it shouldn't be. And I feel like this film is going to encapsulate that.
It does, and I'm sure it'll be embraced by everyone because of that, really. It's a celebration of who we are. It's not about other people.
I can't wait.
It's so exciting. Streaming on Binge from December 1, which is this Sunday. Hugo, I remember as a young boy seeing you on the screen for the first time in Priscilla. And I think only now as sort of an adult, I've realised how much that movie meant to me growing up. And hearing and seeing headlines that there's potentially a sequel in the works is really exciting. Can you speak to that or give us a little nugget of gold on what's happening?
Yeah, well, we've been talking to Stephen Elliott, who wrote and directed Priscilla way back when, and Guy Pearce and I and Terence Stamp we're all sort of on board with the new Priscilla, and where are the girls now? What are they up to? What's happening in their lives? And I mean, the idea of doing a sequel is, you have to have a very good reason to go back and do something like that.
Yeah.
But it's a great idea, and so we've all pitched in. We're all on board, and there are scripts we've read and being worked on, and there's money in the wings, and so hopefully next year, if all the stars align, we'll be filming. But yeah, that's where we're at with it. It's an exciting project, daunting as well, challenging. But I don't like doing things that aren't challenging. So when I get a bit worried, that's probably a good sign for me.
Before you went all in, Hugo, did you make sure that your legs still look great in a pair of stockings and stilettos?
Well, I hope so. No, well, I will have to get myself in shape, certainly.
Hugo, please stick around. We want to play a quick game with you after this. Make sure you stream How to Make Gravy. It's on Binge from December 1, which is this Sunday.
I mean, yes, we want to play the game, but I want to play How to Make Gravy, the song by Paul Kelly, now.
Right now?
Do we have it?
I'm not losing my job for this, though. You are.
Oh, okay. No, it's worth it. It's worth it.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
And star of the Today Show and Carols by Candlelight, 8 p.m. Christmas Eve, only on Channel 9. It is Sarah Arbo. Thank you for sticking around.
Love it. I don't want to leave. Can I just stay in here?
Please. All right.
We'd love that. I'll set up a little desk in the corner for you.
You know how
so you can do your
Spotify
newsy things.
do their Spotify Wrapped?
Yes.
We're going to do a news unwrapped.
Well, this is unfair.
Welcome to the 2024 News Unwrapped with Chrissy Swan and Sarah Arbo.
Hang on a minute. Sarah Arbo's an actual journalist, news person.
No.
Are we gonna do Aldi Special Buys Unwrapped next?
You could tell me what I should be buying at Priceline. No, but listen, I've been on holidays, Chrissy, for 2 weeks, so my brain has turned to mush. much. So
We'll
you and
see.
I can't even talk. So you and me are on an even playing field
No,
right
we're
now,
not.
my
We
friend.
never are. You know that.
And
On any level.
There's some entertainment news in there as well. We talk about that
Okay,
stuff
alrighty.
every day.
Here we go.
Alrighty, it's going to be the best of 5. Whoever wins,
Oh dear.
I will shout the next dinner. I already owe you a dinner, and then I will shout us
Oh,
dinner.
you won. Okay, go.
No, Sarah can come to ours.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, for Chrissy's birthday, Kontos and I bought her a dinner at Batard that
Oh,
we are
stop.
shouting. Do you want to come?
Oh, how beautiful. Yes.
How
How am I not already invited?
How fun is it?
Oh, this will be great.
Alrighty, question number 1.
Okay.
2024 kicked off with Taylor Swift's Eras tour here in Australia. Who was her support
Sabrina
act?
Carpenter.
Yes, Arvo.
Gee, she's quick.
She was our biggest guest of the year on the Today Show, obviously. Came into the studio, the Sabrina Carpenter.
Huge.
I'm actually obsessed with her. Like every single one of her songs on repeat.
But too soon.
I know,
Too
she-
soon. You didn't care.
No,
None of us did.
No.
We're the OGs. Come on, we were fans from the start.
You
No, you
guys
weren't.
did get around her.
Yeah.
Alrighty, 1
Nah.
point to Arvo.
I stayed at home for the support act.
1-0,
Taylor.
woman.
So did I. I turned to our boss Sarah and said, "Who's this chick?"
I regret that.
Oh, don't we just?
Question number 2. In February, which US comedian was criticised for asking a mum to leave his comedy show?
Oh,
What's his name again?
Oh, God.
Arj Barker.
Yes!
Yes. Oh, this is
That
fun.
was a beat up.
This is, you were just talking about breastfeeding mums
Yeah.
as well. You too.
Alrighty, question number 3. This is for the win, Arvo.
All right.
Swanee, try and...
I still want all 5 of them, though.
God, you've
I'm
absolutely-
competitive. I want them all.
Wipe to the floor with me, Sarah.
Let's do it.
Okay. In June, everyone was having a brat summer with Charlie XCX. Can you name the colour that has become
Chrissy.
synonymous?
Green.
Yes, Swanee, she's
I didn't know we had
back
to say
in
our
it.
name first.
Oh. Am
Wait.
I supposed to?
You got in, she still got in
Alright,
just
she got
before
in
you.
first, yes.
She's competitive.
I am. I'm so competitive. It's on.
Alrighty. In May, which Australian billionaire demanded their portrait be removed from the display?
Gina Reinhardt.
Stop it!
Yes.
I didn't know we were saying names first. I was just about to blurt her name out.
Do you know Gina Reinhardt's Swanee's lookalike?
Oh, so actually, was that portrait of you, Chrissy? It all makes sense now.
Same. In fact, I sat for it, Ando style. Okay, let's go.
Okay, this is for the win. This is question number
Down to
5.
the wire.
Which bank recently had to backtrack on their
Chrissy,
decision?
Sarah! No!
Chrissy?
Commonwealth Bank!
Commonwealth. She's a cheater and competitive. And I still beat you.
She still won.
No, I won!
No.
I said the answer first. We all
No.
know what your name is.
Alrighty, Swanee, I now owe you 2 dinners.
Oh, no, I'll just take the one. It's going to be hard for me to even book that in.
I know. But we love you. Thanks for coming in.
I love
Make
you guys.
sure
Mwah, mwah.
you
You're the
watch
best.
Carols by Candlelight, 8 p.m. Christmas Eve only on Channel 9.
And I'm going to hold you to the promise to be the first guest on our show next year.
Yes.
You've got me. I'm all yours.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.